This week, Grok 2 released their new model from Twitter, and I'm going to test how good it is and use real examples. Most YouTubers use very basic tests, or they try and make silly things like making a video game that's not practical. As someone who builds a lot of AI products for clients, I'm going to show you what's realistic and how can we stress test the model in a way that we can actually see its full capabilities. So first, I want to see its ability to translate. So I'm giving it 7 things to translate, and let's see how it gives me an answer. So far, the translations are pretty good, so it's spot on. Then there's this one. The idea of this one is that I want it to write me the end queen problem in Cobalt and then create a wrapper class. So the idea is Cobalt is an old language, so let's see if it can actually handle it. And then I want to tell it to use C++ to basically wrap the code. So let's see if we can do 2 different programming languages at once and process it properly. Okay, so it's coding it here. I did not really want this humor, so it's not like it's adding a lot of extra stuff I don't need. So see here, like it doesn't actually include the file and stuff, so I don't think it worked properly. So I would say Grok is trying to be like too cute and like smirky kind of thing, but it's not like, that doesn't feel very good right now. All right, next one. So I want short answers. So like, what's the capital of Canada in 1 word? Ottawa. Okay, so I got that right. So I want to see its ability to do reasoning. So basically, there's 3 hard concepts: common sense, game theory, and epigenetics. I want them to explain each one and then give me a comparison of the 3. So I gave definition, definition, definition. It didn't really summarize the difference. It just explained it. So I would say this is a fail. It's not the difference between the 3. Okay, next is I have a sales transcript between Bob and Christina, and I want the AI to tell me what were the requirements discussed in the call. So let's go with that. Also, it feels like Grok 2 is a lot slower than the other LLMs. Okay, so it gave okay answers for this, so that's a pass. Now I want to see its ability to do role playing. Basically, I have this prompt: you are a scared 5-year-old boy who just got scolded by your teacher. Now write me an email to my CEO where a client ran away and we are missing payments with an action plan. So basically, I wanted to role play as a 5-year-old kid writing a very serious email. This sounds too like cheeky. Like, who would say corporate equivalent of a giant fluffy teddy bear? Maybe not literally, you get my drift. Like it's trying to be too humorous, and it's not writing as a 5-year-old boy. So I would give it a fail for roleplay. Now the next thing, it's 4 levels of logic. So basically, there's different pricing plans for different tiers of users. There's a price for each one, and then there's additional features that they can get, and there's a certain discount if they do different plans. I want them to calculate the expected annual revenue for tier 1 and tier 2. So a lot of the LLMs get this like wrong. So here it says it's $1,000 per client and 4,800. So you can see here, right? So like the numbers are way different. So I would say Grok is not good at doing multi-level logic either. All right. So the next big issue that a lot of LLMs suffer for is they say, oh, I have a very big context window, but when you actually test it, it doesn't work. So here I have a 32,000 token story, and I hit the password in it, and now we're going to find the password in the middle. So yeah, so Grok 2 cannot handle long context. Let's see how much context. So that was 32K. Let's see if it can do a 16. This is a 16. So it can't do 16 even, so that's really shitty. All right, let's do 8. If it really can't do 8, then like this is a joke. Okay, so I can do 8. So that's almost the same as the last model. The last model was also 8. Okay, so let's go with something simpler now. So write me a haiku poem with the first letters of the seasons. Okay, I got that right. And then the simple one. And then here's another one. So basically, I want them to encapsulate the logic of Tower of Noah, which is a very complex logic game, into a finite state machine. Okay, so it has a finite state machine, status, move. Okay, so it looks like I got this code correct. And then let's do like our simple one. Write me a Python script that will print 1 to 100 for Fibonacci sequence and print even odd before text. So I did this correctly. In summary, testing Grok 2, it's a really terrible model. It can only handle 8,000 context window. It tries to be humorous everywhere it can when we don't want it to be. It's terrible at role playing, and it's terrible at long logic, and it's terrible at coding older program languages. So I would say this is almost unusable for any production use.